Okay, just a short update from my side. Actually, I have right now embedded the exponential mining function into our reference client, which we did not have before because we were still using the linear one that NXT actually originally implemented. But from my point of view, this is a very bad idea. And today I want to explain you or basically motivate why we really need the exponential function. So proof of work mining works like this. So this is basically happening in one account. On the x-axis we have the time. On the y-axis we have a so-called cumulative weighting score. And come on, iPad, focus. Okay, and proof of stake mining works like this, that you basically start with a base point, and then based on your account balance, you over time earn a cumulative weighting score. So let's say one example could be like this actually. Over time, you earn the cumulative weighting score, and then at a basically time 0, you hit this point where you reach this block cumulative score threshold, and at this point you have found a block. And depending on your balance, this curve might be steeper or not. So if you have an account with less balance, this curve might look like this. And then of course you reach this point at a later point in time, right? Like T1. So of course this account is richer, so it will definitely find a block before you. If he turns off his computer, then of course you will earn this block. The problem is, what might happen is that we only have accounts online that have a really low balance. So let's say nobody is in the network, at least a few people, but all of them just have one elastic coin in balance. So what might happen is that the curve now looks like this. And then somewhere over there, it eventually will hit this one, right? But this may be an arbitrary far away point in the future, right? So, or it may even work like this, and then actually you never find a block, or maybe in a few years, but this is definitely not what we want. We want to guarantee that we have a reasonable block time. And this is why I model this cumulative weighting score function with an exponentially. So basically, again, we have steeper curves, we have not so steep curves, but all behave exponentially. So like the first account from the example before might now look like this, while the second one may look like this. So the longer the wait, the quicker the velocity with which the cumulative weighting score raises. And the biggest advantage of this scheme is actually that you can calculate a worst case. So worst case would be that the account has just one XEL, and then you calibrate the parameters in a way that this curve goes like this. And then this is basically the worst case waiting time. And this worst case waiting time for an account with one XEL would be basically this what we want. So at the moment I have just calibrated it that we have a maximum block time of 30 minutes. There will be no longer waiting time than 30 minutes in our scheme. And of course we can discuss this in the thread and see if we can adjust this value. I mean, right now it's just arbitrarily chosen. We can discuss however we want.